Here we go. It's King with House and Knock. Back at it again. This is the content everybody's been waiting on. So we're going to get away from doing the maintenance projects and we're going to move straight on to the big project. So go. This is it. The G12 750i. This is what we're going to chase 10 seconds with. So got a few products in already. Here's the turbo blankets right here. This is what they look like. These are the ones built with the lava rock. Supposedly have higher temperatures. They got nice little chrome, or not chrome, but nice little metal pins on them for you to be able to tighten them down. Looks like they're very well put together. They come with springs and wire to be able to tie them together. The tuner also came in. Found out where it's at. It's right here. So this is the JB4. I've already taken it apart and added the Wi-Fi adapter in here. So that's the Wi-Fi adapter. This is a new style, so it doesn't have the separate power wire coming out of here and having to get tapped into this side of the harness, which looks crazy. I don't know why they ever built it like that, but I'm glad they updated it. The new one is inside this harness. It's in the pin. So it's all aluminum. Feels heavy duty. It's waterproof, weatherproof. Hope it works out great. No cutting, no splices. All the connectors seem to be very thick. They're waterproof. They have all the locking tabs just like BMW has on the factory. So I think it'll go good. And this is the one for the N63TU, the G series, as in this is the G12. So I've already stripped down some of it, took the engine cover off, took this front plastic off. I opened that side over there in the corner. I opened that up just to get an idea of how I'm going to mount this JB4. It's going to mount over there. So the wiring harness will be coming from down there, going under this and following this harness up, and it's going to end up on the bottom of these intercoolers. There's a plug down there. That's where it's going to plug into. Same place this plugs into. This is my dining tuner. I'm going to be getting rid of that. So if anybody needs one, that will be going up for sale. I think I paid about $1,700 for it. I'll probably end up selling it for around $1,200. I think that's a fair deal. Tuner's brand new. It's only a few months old. Well, it's not brand new. It's a few months old. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm just going a different direction. I want to span a little bit. The tuner did give me good power. I think with the tuner and the dining exhaust that's already on it, without the filters, because I dynoed it without having the filters changed. I had the factory filters. It came in at 467 horsepower and 547 torque to the wheels with that tuner and that exhaust. So that's pretty good power with just that. I was going to do a cold air intake, but I'm not going to do it just because on these new ones, this cover is one piece and it's not two piece like the F series. So the mounts you can see right here, these 4 rubber mounts, is what mount the engine cover on. And I think it's going to look naked without the engine cover, so I'm not going to do that. Plus, I don't think I'm going to get a lot of heat soak. I'm sure it gets some now. As you can see right here, there's aluminum heat shield that sits underneath this piece. Here, let me turn on the light. There you go. It's aluminum heat shield that sits underneath this piece right here. And that's right on top of the turbos. Here's the turbos right here. So once I put those turbo blankets on, that's going to reduce those temps a lot. And then also my downpipes are coming, which is going to increase flow behind the turbo, which is also going to reduce the heat, because without cats, the air is going to flow much faster. And then those are ceramic coated to reduce heat, and they're also going to be wrapped. I'm going to wrap them with the same material those blankets are made out of, with a lava wrap, so that's going to reduce it even further. So I don't think I'm going to get the heat soak that the factory gets by having all that installed. I was going to put a cold air intake on here, but I'm not, because I'd have to remove that full cover right there. And if I remove that full cover, I can't put my I can't securely put my engine cover back on unless I came in and cut this right about here. if I cut this all the way down here, that I could snap my engine cover back on. But I'm not going to do that. I don't want to cut any factory pieces. I'm going to leave them just in case I put them back on. The methanol injection is going to go in too, which is, I'm going to have to pull these out because I need to tap into the bottom of the intercoolers to put my injection nozzles in there. And everything else will be ran to the back. What else? Also, I found out on these cars, the cold air intakes that fit on the F series also fit on this car, if it's the one that doesn't have the box right here. Because as you can see, I have another brace right here. There's a fuse box under this. There's another brace right there, which is not on the F series because the filters boxes sit there. But the intake that has the filters that sit behind the grill, which you can't see mine because I have the active grill on here, so these close when it's not in use, or when it's cooled down, these close. They open once the car warms up automatically. So the filter that sits back here, and the tube runs underneath this bracket, and it goes into this intake tube up here, and then it hits a U-turn and goes back to this tube, which feeds right into the turbo. Those intakes will work on this car. I just don't think it's going to get me enough power to justify doing the install. If anybody has a second opinion, I might revisit it. But I have to find a way to put them on without moving that back piece. So I think that's about it. We're going to get the downpipes installed, the turbo blankets installed, the JB4 is going to be installed, the Dynan's going to come out, the water methanol injection is going to go in. I'm not going to show y'all what I'm going to do with that. It's going to be all snow performance, but I'm going to use the Burger Motorsports controller because I want it to be able to be controlled to the JB4. I want everything controlled to the JB4 just for ease of use and ease of adjustment. But I'm going to do a custom tank in the trunk that's going to blend in. It's going to look factory. It's going to be awesome. So it's going to be made out of aluminum, all TIG welded. So once I get that built, I'll show you guys what that looks like. I'm going to run all stainless steel lines all the way up to the front. I need everything to look nice. I mean, this is a 7 series, so I want it to look just as good as it runs. And hopefully with all that work, we'll be cracking on the door of 1099. And if we don't, we're going to call up Pure Turbos and upgrade these turbos and make sure we get there. But we're going to see if we can do it on factory turbos first. And we should be all right. A couple things I've been looking for that I haven't been able to find is the heat exchanger. I wanted to see if I can get an updated heat exchanger, upgraded heat exchanger, a bigger one for these water-to-air intercoolers. I haven't been able to find anyone that makes one. I'm probably going to have to get to the point where I pull it out and actually look at it to be able to figure out what fits it. And then I'm also in touch with CSF to see if we can get some custom intercoolers, some bigger intercoolers, bigger than these, because currently no one makes one for this platform yet. I could go with the ones that come on the Alpina B7, but those are quite expensive right now, and I'm just not sure if I want to spend that yet, especially if I can get custom ones with the methanol ports already put in the bottom of them. So we'll see. So for right now, we're going to strip it all down and get her ready for a new upgrade. Until next time.